Welcome back to the Who's at the Gates podcast. I, of course, am your host, Casey Phoenix. And yes, it is another lovely night that we have here in the first episode of this week that we are covering tonight. And I have with me the woman who always keeps tomatoes on standby, the wonderful Diana.
I was running out in this show, like this episode, y'all. It was a little rough.
And see, I was the opposite. I was laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is funny. And also the whole Ted and Nicole thing, when I was just listening to them talk, I'm like, this is proving my point yet again. They will get back together. So, yeah. But the Vanessa and Heather thing, I was like, okay, this is funny. Let's go ahead and start right here. I was tempted to start with the Pamela, Kial, and Nicole thing, but I was like, well, we need to fit in some other episodes. So, yeah, we can discuss a little bit later. Here we go.
So you are the infamous ex-wife, I presume.
Oh, God, no.
Then...
Oh, more clues. He used to hog the covers. Don't you hate that?
Something like that can be annoying, yes. When did this cover hogging take place?
Oh, well... Oh, gosh, we were together on so many stormy nights, it's hard to keep count. I was scared of thunder, so when the storm would blow in, I would go grab my stuffed shark and crawl in bed with Joey.
Stuffed shark?
He used to love to make fun of me for it. It was missing teeth at the top. So my brother would say, it's really hard to be intimidating when you have to gum your prey.
Your brother?
My brother, yeah. Oh, sorry, I guess this is one of those moments where my sense of humor doesn't really sync up with the rest of the world. I'm Heather, his sister.
Joey's sister, yeah.
And you are, a cocktail waitress, dealer, heart attach employee?
Sweetie. No, I'm Joey's partner.
Oh. Partner? I have never heard him use that word.
Not only did he use it, he raised the subject and we agreed on that particular label.
I've never known him to need or want one of those. Except for maybe his witch of an ex-wife.
I take it you knew her?
Unfortunately, yes. She just, sucked him in and threw him out for a low-rent pit boss. May she rot in hell.
Good to know I'm not the only one who has his back. So does Joey know you're here, or...?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to keep him on his toes, though, so... Are you in love with my brother?
You don't mince words, do you?
I like to keep everybody on their toes. Do you love him?
You don't have to answer that.
Oh, I don't mind, and I don't care who knows. I'm madly in love with your brother.
Madly? That's an interesting choice of words. I guess you have to be a little crazy to fall in love with him. I think you have a live wire here.
No argument there.
You should have heard the way she was speaking to me earlier. If it had been anyone other than your partner.
Except it wasn't.
Anastasia.
This situation with Vanessa, Joey, and Heather, one thing that was funny to me is that after Heather had left, Joey flat out said, don't trust her. Like, he told Vanessa, and Vanessa's like, oh, but she's sweet. What is it about this show where people don't believe the family members of the person that they're talking about? It's sort of like with Madison telling Chelsea, okay, my mother can do the most sometimes. And then Chelsea sort of like befriending her. Joey telling Vanessa, like, yeah, don't trust her. Vanessa's like, oh no, she seems like she genuinely was happy for you. And Joey's like, no. And then also, let's see, with, I was going to say Kat and anybody who deals with Eva, where Kat says what she says about her, and then they're like, oh, da 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 da. It seems like people on this show don't pay attention to the warning of family members.
Okay, I was getting ready. I'm like, you better not be forgetting the most important one.
Oh, I knew I had to say it because like if I don't say it, Diana's gonna say it.
I was getting ready. Yeah, I don't know. This whole scene was like very weird to me. That she did not blink. Vanessa made the most intense eye contact with her. Heather, that's her name, right? And like this vibe does not make sense to me. Maybe someone else can explain it to me, like why Vanessa became almost even more territorial after she's like, well, he's my brother. Like, girl, what do you think is going to happen here? I don't know. The vibe is just really off. The whole scene was off-putting in my opinion. I don't know why Vanessa came with such heat towards this woman. And it's just like, well, does he even know you're here? Like, girl, step down. Like, this is not a man worth protecting. You both should be in jail. Like, well, all three of them at this point. But yeah, I didn't care for the scene. This is like one of the many things in this episode that I didn't care for. Just because I guess I'm glad that they finally met, and Heather has an idea of what Vanessa looks like. But I also believe Joey. I think Heather was playing dumb this whole time. Like, oh, you're his partner? He's never used that word. I think she knew. I think she knew what the situation was and all that. And if for whatever reason it comes out that she wasn't, then writers, please.
I think Vanessa has been doing her research on Joey, and I feel that I feel Heather already knew about Vanessa through whatever research she did. I don't feel that she's just sort of playing it by ear. It's sort of like, okay, let me see what's going on with my brother. And then whatever conversation she has, she's just playing dumb. Even though it was weird that after Vanessa did find out, like, oh, you're Heather, I guess you could say her embrace was different from what I expected. Because I thought she would have then went off of the attack and then just sort of been like, oh, it's so great to finally meet you and and you didn't get any of that with her.
Same.
So
Yeah, I agree. And I was trying to think back. Can you get me? This is something someone can help us with. Like, Joey, I could have, he had that letter from her. I didn't think it was anything like negative. I think it was mostly like, well, she went away, not necessarily that she like, Heather backstabbed him or necessarily did something bad. So, the whole that's I'm like, this is all confusing to me. The attitude is confusing to me. It was unnecessary in my opinion, but go off, Vanessa. Like, do you want to call his sister a prostitute? By all means.
Oh boy, let's see what else is going on here. We're sort of doing this live when it comes to this. Okay, let's hit the Ted and Nicole scene. I am tempted to do more than just the first two parts, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Here we go.
Hope I'm not interrupting. Ashley told me you were working late tonight.
There's always time for you. Come on in.
I thought one of the perks of being a plastic surgeon was that you could do a boob job and a brow lift and still make your afternoon tea time at the club.
Exactly right. And then I had the bright idea to start my own practice, which shot my life of leisure to hell. I'm just catching up on some procedures while Kat and Eva were in the hospital.
Thank God they both made it through that.
Amen. And why are you here after hours?
Oh, I had to pick up my patient notebook.
You and your archaic note-taking method.
If it isn't broke, there's no reason to fix it.
So, are you gonna tell me the real reason why you came to visit?
What makes you think? Fine. When I found out you were still here, I wanted to stop by because I heard that you were in love. Again.
You heard right. I'm in love with Shanice. I know that may be a little bit awkward for you to hear.
Not at all. I'm happy for the two of you. I even told Shanice that I couldn't have picked a better partner for you.
But come on, this is weird, right?
Oh, incredibly. But life has been weird for us since our anniversary party, which ended up being our last.
All the drama with Dana and finding out Eva was my daughter.
And now you are in love with another woman. It must feel wonderful.
But
No buts. All things considered, I think that we have handled the changes with grace.
well, much of that credit goes to you. You haven't one-stepped to Shanice the way I did with Carlton when I found out you two were dating.
Sure. But you have shown growth. You didn't challenge Kyle to 10 rounds when you found out I was dating him.
Yeah, mostly because I was blindsided by the new look and your new man.
Me dating two men at the same time. Weird for you, right?
Oh, yeah. Are you falling in love with Carlton or Kyle?
I am not ready to commit my heart to any one man yet, let alone two. Kyle and Carlton both bring something unique to my life. But until I find the one man who gives me everything that I need, I'll keep the status quo.
You may have already chosen, albeit subconsciously.
I can't wait to hear your take on my love life.
I've been paying attention. And you've been giving Kyle the advantage when you bring him to family events. Kat says you have a key to his place. He's always at the house. Tell me, when's the last time you invited Carlton to spend the night?
All right, now you are crossing the line, Ted. You better get back in your lane and stay there.
I hope.
Okay. We can, let's see. I'm looking. I do want to get that one. An encounter with Carlton and Anastasia, but with the Ted and Nicole thing, him talking to Nicole and Nicole saying, "You're the only one who ever knew me," because after we get past this part, then she finally admits that she was looking to come to Ted for advice, and then they agree on friendship, and she's like, "Why is it so important to you to be friends and this and that?" And Ted is like, "I want to make sure I didn't wreck everything." And Nicole grants them that grace, and then they have this wonderful moment where it's like, "Oh, we're friends now." Honestly, if this was real life and not a soap opera, I don't think it would be appropriate for the two of them to even be friends. I think they could be co-parents because that's what they are. But I don't think it would be appropriate for them to be friends, especially with Ted dating Shanice too, where with Nicole and Kyle, it's not official yet, but with Ted and Shanice, it is. And because it is official with Ted and Shanice, I don't think Ted should be friends with Nicole. I think they should be cool, but not, it's sort of like if I see you around the way, I'll speak. But me confiding in you or having long conversations and all this other stuff, I don't think that's appropriate. But that's just me. Dani, you got it.
Yeah, I don't know what's so amazing that Ted said "I love you" to Shanice. Like, it's the hottest gossip. I'd be like, can you go to room 9? Like, someone's bleeding out. Like, I do not care. Ashley's out here just like looking for chocolate and spreading the news, and I'm just like, do you not have a shift to work? Like, I don't understand what, and what's her face just dropping in, because again, this is like her office apparently. I hate it. I did not like this episode.
Yeah, again, this whole interaction with them throughout this episode just proves they're getting back together. It's
made up brick. No, why she had to come, and I mean, he called her out. He's just like, "What are you here for?" And she's like, "What?" Like, me, a reason. And they got down to it, but I'm just like, you really needed to hear from his mouth that he said, I love you to Shanice. Like, it just, you have so many men that you can get out, like, go and get. Just move
Yeah.
on. Just move on, Nicole, please.
It was
Please
weird.
just move on.
It was
Yeah.
weird. That's how she, I mean, in regards to her, in the sense that she was talking about these men with Ted, where it's like, okay, I'm not ready to give my heart right now to any man, let alone two. And then she's like, Kyle and old boy bring something to the table that and I'm just like, it's just interesting hearing her. Like, you can respect it because she's being adult about it, like, hey, I'm dealing with both of them. But to hear her saying it out loud, how she's dealing with two men at the same time and how they have different things they bring to the table, and she's basically taking advantage of both those things and doesn't want to commit to anyone, it just sounds very mannish. And I'm just like, okay, all right, go on, girl.
Hey,
But at the
woman
same
in
time, it's
dominated.
like,
Woman in STEM, woman in men-dominated fields, women. See, that I didn't really have a problem with. Like, this is the thing, is that I don't think it's weird that she's hung up on it, even though I am complaining, like, girl, move on. But that's the thing, is that you can be hung up on it, but you don't go back and, like, text the guy or meet the guy and be like, so you really love her? Like, that's why you should have, like, friends, family, to take your phone away and to be like, no, don't go down that road, and just like, stop you from doing something like this. And I don't care that they're parents or they're co-parents. I mean, the same thing that I said about Leslie and Ted, say about Nicole and Ted. It's just like, your children are grown. Like, it's not, they're not 5 years old and you're trying to, like, be civil at kindergarten pickup. So yeah, the dynamic is weird to me. I mean, obviously they have to have some sort of relationship, considering that they work at the same dang hospital as half of Fairmont Crest, apparently, so it's not like they can avoid each other. And Nicole's dating the other half of the staff, at this hospital too. So she's not making it easy on herself either.
yeah. Speaking of the other half of the staff, let's get to this little, I won't call it a confrontation, because he was so graceful and such a gentleman in the way that he handled it.
A manager position at the clinic. Yes, Noah, our deal still stands. I will send you the cash. Great. All right, hey, why don't we meet at the house later and we'll prepare for your interview tomorrow? Okay. See you later.
Dr. Rollins, I was delighted to see your name on the new member roster. May I be amongst the first to bid you welcome?
Thank you, Miss.
Anastasia Belclair. There are so many wonderful activities and experiences the club can offer. I'd love to give you a personal tour.
No need. Miss Nicole Dupree, she showed me around. You must have seen me here with her.
Forgive me if I have a hard time keeping count of the many, many men keeping Nicole company.
I'm sorry, there must be some kind of confusion. I thought you were the one who had a stable of ex-husbands. So I heard.
Those Duprees, always gossiping.
I'm sorry, will you excuse me? Hey, you guys need a hand?
I think I broke my ankle and it's all.
Yeah, Kyle was very graceful in that, where he didn't raise his voice, he didn't do anything, he just said a line or two and then walked off. And I'm like, wow, this is why he is just such a better fit than F-Boy. Kyle is just cool. I like Kyle. Kyle is just a really chill guy. And he has a son that is fine as hell. It's just kind of like, Kyle is the total package. He just is. But I do like how he called out Anastasia about the ex-husband's thing.
No, don't move on. What did you say about-
What? Kyle's son is fine as hell. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. I've been grappling with how to like address the elephant in the room because I really don't want to be mean about the actors. I really don't, because I think they're trying their best. But you're pushing it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So let's be clear on that. Second of all,
Maybe blind.
I mean, every beauty is subjective. So what works for somebody may not work for someone else, and vice versa. And I promise you, if you were to put Kyle's son, like put a picture up in front of planet Earth, there will be plenty of people on planet Earth that is like, oh my God, he is so fine. Just saying.
Right. And like, listen, y'all, I'm not saying I'm all that, but I'm all that, or but these actresses are beautiful. That's like, you don't see me on TV, and that's for a good reason. But these lovely ladies on this show, Kat, Eva, Leslie, Deanna, Anita, all goes without saying. And so I just wish maybe like, Deanna, right? She's so beautiful. And if she is going to have a partner, maybe someone born in the same decade as her. That's it.
Oh, so you think Noah's a year or two older than Deanna?
Yes. Sure. You know what? Let's go with that. Yes, they're only 2 years apart, supposedly.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. What? Do you think he like looks closer in age to Kyle?
If you were like, oh yeah, that's the dad, I'd probably be like, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, not trying to be mean, but when I saw that, I watched all the episodes I missed. I pretty much knocked them out in the same chunk of time, and I was like, I know someone was drinking a little too much wine here. But maybe he's a great actor, and you know what? For that, can't fault you.
I told you, when they wrote that line, they didn't know who the actor. When the writers wrote that, they didn't know who the actor was who was cast for that role. It's like they wrote it, and then they're like, okay, we got to cast somebody. And I think it was a thing for the casting director. They hadn't read the script. They were just like, casting Noah, Kyle's son, tall, cute, low-key personality, kind of lackadaisical, whatever. They didn't know about that line that June had said. That this is honestly what I truly believe happened. Like, seriously, I'm being dead serious right now. I really believe that they just casted the character based off of certain things, but nobody who was doing the casting was familiar with what was said in the script.
Yeah, and another thing on there is like, looks like he's from California. That hairstyle, the wannabe Zach Morris. You know what? I feel so bad just judging, but it was. You're the one that caused this. Why did you have to be like, oh, he has a fine son or whatever you said? Like,
No, I'm just going back because we're talking about Kyle. He's actually helping Noah's brother-in-law right now. The got his ankle sprained, and yeah, like, here we are. Because I mean, Martin and Noah are stepbrothers now, so it's just kind of like, yeah, it's all. I mean, they even took Smitty to the hospital together. It's like, okay, big family. Nicole shows up. They're there. Naomi shows up. Ted shows up. Okay, we're just the big, I don't know, something.
Okay, first of all, Naomi works at the hospital. She doesn't just show up there.
Oh goodness. But yeah, we love Kyle. Kyle is awesome. Let's see. I am kind of like, well, okay, here we go. This was the one. I like how they were giving it to Anastasia because I thought that was hilarious for this. All right, let's go into Vanessa, Anastasia, and Joey.
Hello, Anastasia. You remember my guest, don't you?
Of course, Mr. Armstrong.
Mrs. Belclair. Always a pleasure.
You two look a mess. Vanessa, it's bad enough dragging your low-rent companion across the club, but now he can't even bother to comb his hair or properly button his shirt.
According to the abbots of Genoa City and the president of this country club, Joey is a hero and should be treated with respect. As for his hair, well, I needed something to hang on to when the ride got a little rough. Oh, jealous?
Disgusted. There is a club code of conduct which you repeatedly choose to flout. The board will be hearing about your indecencies when I file a formal complaint.
Can I be there when you do? I'd love to hear you say something indecent. Oh, I knew you had a wild side after all.
Oh, Joey, she so does. In the spirit of professionalism, Diego regaled me with some of your adventures.
Oh, by the way, to show their appreciation, the board actually took me to lunch the other day. So when you file that complaint, be sure to send my regards.
I love this. That was the way they just did what they did. I thought that was so funny. And not that Joey and Vanessa are my favorite couple, because they're not, but they are an entertaining couple. And also for Vanessa to spill the tea that Anastasia has a rent boy. Which I'm not mad at that energy. Like, Anastasia, do your thing, hon. But it's just kind of like, she keeps on setting herself up to get her feelings hurt, or you know what I mean? Like, you keep on judging all these people, but you have all of these things that you have dealt with or are dealing with that people can call you out on. You would think Anastasia would have taken the hint by now, like, maybe I should just not say too much. But it's like this woman can't help herself. I don't know. Dani, you got it.
I mean, with this entire episode, it's like the writers woke up and they're like, you know who could use a whacking? And they did not let up. Like, this is probably like one of the worst days of her life.
Yeah, because she got it from Martin, she got it from Kyle, she got it from Vanessa and Joey. I'm just like, woo.
I mean, the only saving grace is that I hope she got a nice meal out of that, because Martin, the person who can't control his emotions and just lashes out at people, how to make up with her. So I hope, she got her little bottle of wine, I'm sure, and the most expensive steak on the menu, because it's what Martin deserves. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's for a person who talks the most and has like the most to hide, she just does not care, apparently. So I do like that about her. I low-key wish that this is the attitude that they have with, Leslie, Eva, Haley to a point, but it's just like they're trying to break bread with these people, and it's just like, please spare us.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that thing, and I wish they would pick that back up a little bit with the whole Vanessa and Leslie thing, because there was the episode, it was actually one of our first episodes that we covered. I think it was like our episode 5 or something, where Leslie and Vanessa did have a bonding moment and stuff, especially when Vanessa and Nicole were on the outs. I would like to see them pick that back up again just a little bit. I mean, they did like deal with each other later on. That was probably like 15, 20 episodes ago that they dealt with each other later on, but I like for them to pick it back up again with Vanessa and Leslie, because I thought it was an interesting pairing, to say the least. But yeah, what else is going on here? I'm waiting to the end for that Pamela, Andre, and Dani thing. Yeah. What's going on? That whole situation was funny to me. As a matter of fact, let's do... There.
Basically gave her blessing.
Seriously, Aunt Nicole is the epitome of class, because I don't know if I'd be so chill if I were her.
Well, I think it helps that she has two gorgeous men to keep her occupied.
I know that's right. Here's to her.
Nicole?
Did you skip your workout so you can escort me home?
Yes and no. But I'll gladly do that if you don't mind sticking around a little longer. I just finished up with the patient.
Smitty, what happened?
Oh, I was just about to text you.
Roger Dornan happened.
Daddy's old roommate from his Banneker days?
He might be old, but he is still pretty spry. Kyle, how long do I have to use these crutches?
Oh, I prefer you keep it elevated and stay off it as much as possible, at least a day or two.
See? No time, babe.
You'll be back on the pickleball court soon.
Great.
What's going on here? Smitty had a pickleball accident. He was playing against...
No names, please.
Well, a valiant opponent, nowhere near Granddad's age.
Roger Dornan got you, didn't he? That old dude is fast as hell since he got those new hips.
Dad, what are you doing here so late?
I got behind at work and ended up catching up with an old friend.
I am sick and tired of Anastasia.
You weren't giggling at this scene? This wasn't heartwarming to you?
It was. I thought it was amazing that the entire family was just coming together. And honestly, Nicole and Kyle do make a nice couple. Like, if you look at them together, I was looking at that. Hold on, where is that?
Your Granddad's age.
Roger Dornan got you, didn't he? That old dude is fast as hell since he got those new hips.
Dad, what are you doing here so late?
Okay, I didn't get what I wanted. Let's see. There we go. So they look good together, especially when they were standing side by side. I was looking at them like, oh my gosh, they're such a nice couple. But Ted's gonna go back to Nicole, and Nicole's gonna go back to Ted. So yeah, Nicole's gonna go back to Ted. So this is bittersweet in a way. I feel like I'm already writing the obituary of this couple.
I think there might be an obituary, but not because of Ted, but because of what's his face.
What's his face?
Carlton. Yeah.
No, I do not see that happening at all. Like, she knows, Nicole has learned that she deserves the best, and Carlton is not the best. Carlton is actually kind of weird.
Oh, I agree. Him pining after her for 30 years is not romantic in the way that they framed it. I think it could be how do I say this? Like, that trope has been done, right? I'm not saying that it can't be romantic, but the way that this has been framed, it has not been romantic. So, I would have respected it if I would have respected it if Ted and Carlton were not friends and business partners. That's the thing. If it was something where it's like Nicole and Carlton knew each other, let's say they knew each other at the hospital only type of situation, but
Okay. And let's say Ted worked a completely different place and he didn't know Carlton like that. But Carlton knew Nicole was married. And it's just like, oh, okay. And he's been working with her all this time at the hospital and they've known each other all these years, so on and so forth. But he never really dealt with Ted like that. I could almost be cool with that because Ted and him wouldn't know each other. But because him and Ted go all the way back to college and they've been business partners for over 20 years, it's kind of like, wait a minute. You're willing to just step right on up that quickly after your friend of 2 decades, your business partner of 2 decades gets divorced from his wife? Sir, you're what we call trash. So,
Yeah, I mean, the way I picture it is, you know, he realizes that he loves her, right? He tries to put it aside. He works side by side with Ted for, you know, maybe 1 year, 5 years tops. And, you know, as he's working with Ted and building up their practice, and he's just seeing how, you know, how Nicole doesn't look at him twice, or Nicole just doesn't look at him the way that he wants. And he realizes, I can't take this. I love her too much. And it's just so painful to see her and have her not love me. So then he goes and he moves to a different state to start up his own practice. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's see. Because he could go like 3 different directions. He comes back after he finds out that they're divorced, but coincidence, not because he's been keeping like Google alerts on them, or because then we're back to square one. Or she, right? She's like, I can't deal with this. I can't believe Ted did this to me. So she goes and she takes like, you know, weeks to herself to recover. And she runs into him and she realizes, wait, I loved you this whole time. And then they get together. I think that was a Julia Roberts movie. I think that's where I'm taking this from. What is it? Like, she finds out like in like the whole public, like very public reveal that her husband was cheating on her, I think. And then she moves back south or something like that. What movie was that?
I'm trying to remember. That's interesting that her husband was cheating on her, but then she moves back south.
Yeah, it wasn't Steel Magnolias. Let's see.
You know what? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I am so like. There we go. Hey, Elise.
Not her. Okay.
Wait, excuse me. Elise, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting here like you can't hear Diana because she's on the actual G Meet, but you can't really hear her though. But I have a question for you. Okay. Julia Roberts had a movie where they find out her husband, or where she finds out her husband was cheating on her, and then she ends up moving back home with their family or something like that. Do you remember what movie that is, or do you know?
It was Hope Floats. Don't you just? It was Sandra Bullock.
You might be mixing up 2 films. So there is a Julia Roberts film called Something to Talk About, where she finds out her husband cheated and she goes back to her family's horse farm. But if you're thinking of a woman who moves back to her hometown after finding out about an affair, that one is Hope Floats. And that's actually Sandra Bullock, not Julia Roberts. So could be either of those.
Oh,
this is like the worst. I got it before the whole time you were talking, and here I am Googling, and I got it first. You just killed the homes of like 10 porcupines.
Okay,
for this.
Diana figured it out too, but she didn't mention the Sandra Bullock part, Elise. So thank you for being clear on the Sandra Bullock part.
Okay,
Yeah, no
I
problem.
had to Google.
They're really similar, so.
I put wrong Google search rom-com movie where she finds out fiance is cheating on her on TV. It was that simple, and I got her.
And also, Elise, by the way, thank you so much for doing that episode with me last time. I appreciate it. Sadly, it didn't record my part because I had the audio routed wrong, but I do appreciate you filling in for Diana for that moment and stuff. So
Yeah, that was fun.
This is the worst thing.
it was, but anyways, Elise, I have to get going. I'll catch up with you later, but I appreciate your help.
Sure.
You know that person's not real, right? That AI is not real. Like, what is this? Am I just like what it boggles my mind. There's like Reddits out there, y'all, that it's like my AI boyfriend proposed to me. Like, should I be doing like a welfare check on you? Like, what is going on here?
I just wanted to find out what the movie was. That's all. I'm not saying that Elise is a more dependable co-host when it comes to like movie facts. I just wanted to find out what the theme for the movie was.
And I found it. I found it before she did. I was like, oh, hope floats. And here you are like, oh my God, hey girl, what's up again?
No. But you didn't provide context because you're like, there was a Julia Roberts movie. And I'm like, okay, wait. And then Elise was like, well, you might be getting mixed up with two movies. And then she's like, one is something to talk about, but then the other one is Hope Floats. And I'm like, oh,
I think we all heard that painful interaction. Like, I think you need to go outside and touch grass. Or
no, you just were not giving Elise a chance to speak. Every single time we were waiting, like you just started going in and stuff. But she couldn't hear you. But next time I want to arrange an actual meeting between you and Elise. That way you two can become friends. And yeah.
I don't play with devil worshiping. I don't. That is not my lane. Because that's what I consider AI. Like, what is this?
Oh goodness. Yeah. No, we love ChatGPT because it was so funny because it's ChatGPT, but I'm like, can I call you Elise? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's
you named it? So it's not, I thought Elise was like a Microsoft software or something like that.
No, you didn't see. I thought I clicked on the right thing. You didn't see me go into the ChatGPT on my whatchamacallit? Yeah.
No.
I use it if you watch this episode and you'll see me go into there on the left-hand side. You'll see like all the questions. I ask ChatGPT everything because it really does simplify. Like people don't realize how helpful AI can be. It really is helpful if you use it. But at the same time, there are some things AI can't do. AI could never in, I won't say a million years, maybe like 1,000 years. AI could never in 1,000 years replace you, Diana. So.
No, change it back to a million. I run that back because no way.
Oh goodness. We have to get in our last little part to here with Pamela, Dani, and Andre. So
yeah. I forgot we weren't done. Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
So I just looked at the analytics. She hits a slightly younger demographic who might not be familiar with my modeling history, but they will be now.
Finally, you are getting the recognition you so richly deserve. I think it's time we do the thing.
Pastime.
Okay, what the hell was that?
It's what you job. We created it after I booked my first gig. We only bring it out for special occasions. So let's teach you. Come on, up. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna hit double and then hook up. Okay, hook this on and then man with a lot of
You think the stalker?
You said what?
No, you go.
No, I was gonna say if Andre didn't change his outfit and get out of those damn pants, That's really igging me. But I was going to say also, I love the speed of this storyline. Champagne came, he's freaking out. Now we have a stalker. This is the writers take note. This is the speed we need. Last week and now this week we have a stalker. This is the speed we need. Now wrap it up in 3 weeks. Dani, you got
it. I was gonna say, do you think the stalker is just like trying to get their pants back from Andre? Maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe Andre stole those pants.
No, you are right. The stalker is trying to get the pants back because they're a time traveler from the freaking 80s. And they're like, dude, really, give me the pants. So, yeah.
To be honest, I don't understand what mission Pamela and Dani were about this modeling agency. Like, they're trying to get someone for a snowboarding shoot or something, and I think this might be like money laundering. Like, this is just another money laundering business, because I have no idea what their vision is. What besides Dani, I don't understand what they're trying to do here. So did not pay attention to that part. I agree with you though. I hope they don't draw it out. I hope she just I hope she makes appearances to Andre at least, and if we get a face or something. I don't know. But all this thinking about just really makes me think I don't think Andre necessarily did anything wrong. And I think that's what I kind of hate about them drawing it out. Like, I don't think he's being shady or anything. I honestly think he probably was in a relationship, realized that either she was unwell, right? Like, maybe it's another Allison situation, or that they just didn't work, or he just got up and bounced, and that's it. And now he's trying to hide it. Or maybe not trying to hide it, but now he's freaking out. I don't think he's like secretly married or anything like that. But I really hope they just wrapped that up too.
Yeah, well, we'll see on this. I'm just kind of like, So we'll definitely go from wherever they're going to take this. But if they can keep the same speed, I'm in a good place with that. Because some of this other stuff, they have been dragging it out and dragging it out and dragging it out. And I'm just like, look, now, if this person is stalking for like 3 months from now, we might need to pull up. So yeah, that's sort of how I'm looking at it. And Pamela is such a vibe, Pamela. But anyways, yeah, this has been a cute little episode, I would say. Do you have anything else?
Everyone go watch Hope Floats. I think it was a cute little rom-com.
With Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can't really. Sandra Bullock, and then who's the other one? Who did I say it first?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Have I ever seen anything with Julia? Oh, I have.
Yeah, everybody's seen something with Julia Roberts. Like, there was one point where she was like the rom-com girl, but then of course Jennifer Lopez took that. So yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw Pretty Woman for the first time. I think last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I'm sad I didn't see it earlier. But yeah, everyone go watch Hope Floats if you haven't already. That's my advice.
Well, on that note, I'm glad that you and Elise were able to make an amazing team with getting to the bottom of the.
This was not a group project. I did it on my own. I got my way there without.
Well, you got halfway there.
No, my Google search is right there. I didn't even use. I have AI. I think I like disabled it, so I don't use that part. So I got it there without at least being like, what are you, this long ass sentence about like, well, there's actually another irrelevant movie. No, that was all me. You can play it back.
Well, actually, have you seen something to talk about? Because it was saying that's the one where she goes back home or whatever.
Something to talk about.
Yeah, with Julia Roberts. Which is also a good movie. It's funny.
I have not, but maybe I'll put that on my list. There's a lot. You've recommended a lot of movies to me. I need to like actually watch.
Yeah,
I need to find time. I need to find time. That's what I need.
don't we all? All right, everyone, we have had a blast. Thank you so much for the support. We truly, truly appreciate it. And yeah, I guess until next time.
Bye.